Example 5.16. Given the vertices of P, Q, R are P is A comma B and Q is C comma D, R is E comma F. Now S and T are midpoints of PQ and PR. PQ and PR. Midpoint. How to calculate midpoint? The midpoint. Therefore S and T are. I am writing here. S is midpoint of PQ. Midpoint formula. What is midpoint formula? X1 plus X2 by 2 comma Y1 plus Y2 by 2. And then you should find first the midpoints S and T. That means add these two values of X coordinate and divide it by 2. Therefore X1 plus X2 by 2 means A plus C by 2. That is S. Comma and B plus D by 2. This is B plus D by 2. This is S. And similar to that T. How to find T? Midpoint of PR is T. A plus E by 2 comma B plus F by 2. So calculating midpoint you will have marks. So S is A plus C by 2 comma B plus D by 2 and T is A plus E by 2 comma B plus F by 2. So okay. Now we should find ST and QR are parallel. If ST parallel to QR, the lines are parallel, slopes are equal. So to prove ST parallel to QR, which means slope of ST equal to slope of QR. Slope of ST equal to slope of QR. Both the lines are parallel. So find the slope of ST. Slope of ST equal to take S and T. This is S, another one is T. So Y2 minus Y1. Y2 minus Y1. That means B plus F by 2 minus B plus D by 2 divided by X2 minus X1. A plus E by 2 minus A plus C by 2, which is equal to, now multiply this minus inside, this plus B and minus B get cancelled. The remaining is F minus D divided by 2 whole divided by, in the same manner multiplying minus inside, the plus A and minus A get cancelled. The remaining is E and minus C divided by 2, which will be equal to F minus D divided by E minus C. These two also get cancelled. So F minus D by E minus C. This is slope of ST. And slope of QR. We should find slope of QR. This is easy to calculate. Slope of QR equal to, this is QR. We should find slope of QR. Y2 minus Y1. This is X1 Y1. This is X2 Y2. So Q is C comma D. Q of C comma D given. And R is E comma F given. So its slope of QR equal to Y2 minus Y1 F minus D divided by X2 minus X1 E minus C. This means slope of ST equal to slope of QR. So slope of ST equal to slope of QR. Therefore ST is parallel to QR. We have proved one case. And for the another case, to prove second case, we have to prove ST equal to half of QR. That means it is related to length. ST is a length and QR is another length. Then the value of ST will be equal to half of QR, we should prove. So find the value of st, length of st equal to root of y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Now distance between s and t, x2 minus x1, this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. Now x2 minus x1 whole square, a plus e by 2 minus a plus c by 2 whole square, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus yn whole square, b plus f by 2 minus y2 minus y1, b plus d by 2 whole square, which is equal to root of, when multiply this minus inside, a minus a get cancelled, we have e minus c by 2 whole square. So the denominators are common, we can take only 1 2 here, plus b and b get cancelled, then f minus d remains, f minus d divided by 2 whole square. This is st. Then we should prove this is length of st, length st.
Sir.
Now which is equal to root of e minus c whole square divided by 4 and then plus f minus d whole square divided by 4. Now this taking 4 out, 1 by 2 into root of e minus c whole square plus f minus d whole square. Now st equal to half of qr, because the length of qr, since qr equal to root of x2 minus x1 whole square, x2 minus x1 whole square, e minus c whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, f minus d whole square. Since when we calculating qr, that will be equal to e minus c whole square plus f minus d whole square, that represents the same value here. So we can substitute 1 by 2 into qr, that's all. So we have proved, the first case we proved st parallel to qr because slopes were equal, and now we have proved st is equal to half of qr, the length of st is equal to half of the length of the qr, that's all. This is very important question. Exercise 5.2, question number 6. If the points 3 comma minus 1 and a comma 3 and 1 comma minus 3 are collinear, find a, are collinear, find a. If the question given collinear, you can use either triangle form or slope form. The calculating in slope form is very easy comparatively to in triangular form. Now, if the points are collinear, for taking this one is A, B, C. If A, B, C all lie on a line, it is known as collinear. That means slope of AB equal to slope of BC. So, if the given points are collinear, given points are collinear, therefore slope of AB equal to slope of BC. To prove collinear, you should find slope of AB and find slope of BC, show that they are equal. The question itself they have given collinear, just equate the slope and then substitute the value, you will get the required result. So question itself given it is collinear, so we can directly equate the slopes of AB, slope of AB and slope of BC. Now slope of AB means slope is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So y2 minus y1, 3 minus of minus 1 divided by y2 minus y1. Or we can write here A and B are, A is 3 comma minus 1 and B is A comma 3. This is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. And then here B and C are taken. B is A comma 3 and C is 1 comma minus 3. This is x1 y1, here x2 y2. Now y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. These are the points taken to calculate slope. For this one, y2 minus y1, 3 minus of minus 1 divided by x2 minus x1, a minus 3 equal to, and here y2 minus y1, minus 3 divided by x2 minus x1, 1 minus a. Simplifying, 3 plus 1, 4 by a minus 3 equal to, here minus 6 by 1 minus a, minus 6 by 1 minus a. Now cross multiply it, 4 into 1 minus a equal to minus 6 into a minus 3. You can cancel this by 2, this is 3, or 2 into 1 minus a equal to minus 3 into a minus 3. Multiply inside, 2 minus 2a equal to minus 3a plus 9. Now grouping a one side, constants on other side, minus 3a here plus 3a minus 2a, that is equal to 9 minus 2. Now 1a equal to 7. So a equal to 7. So slope of AB equal to 9th question. In this case we are using these 4 formulas. Midpoint formula, 2-point formula, equation of line passing through 2 given points, and then slope formula, then perpendicular slope formula, then equation of the altitude formula. Or we can make in a different way. Okay, there are 4 formulas needed here. Now the given question is 6 comma 2 minus 5 minus 1 1 comma 9. This is a triangle ABC connecting these points. Now the equation of median and altitude through A. Equation of median through A is find midpoint of BC and then calculate the line. Find the line AM. AM is the equation of median. AM. It is a midpoint and A is a point. Therefore, this is the equation of line passing through 2 given points. Use this 2-point formula to calculate the equation of median. And then equation of altitude through A. Altitude passes through A we should find. So in that case it will be perpendicular, but it is not a midpoint. It will be perpendicular. For the second case it is perpendicular but not a passes through the midpoint. So slope of BC is M and slope of AD, take it as AD, slope of AD is minus 1 by M. Then use this formula. We will calculate in 2 different ways. The first case is now how to find a median through A. To find median, first find midpoint. Midpoint D. Midpoint D equal to midpoint of BC is D, that is minus 5 plus 1 by 2 comma minus 1 plus 9 by 2 equal to minus 4 by 2 comma 8 by 2 equal to minus 2 comma 4. This is midpoint D. Now equation of median AD is, A is 6 comma 2 and D is minus 2 comma 4. Use the formula y2 minus y1 by y minus y1 by y2 minus y1 equal to x minus x1 by x2 minus x1. Now in this case y minus y1 equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. Now substitute the values here. Y minus y1 equal to or you can directly substitute the values. It is easy to you. Y minus, this is x1 y1, here x2 y2, y minus y1 y minus 2 divided by y2 minus y1 4 minus 2 equal to x minus x1 x minus 6 divided by x2 minus x1 minus 2 minus 6. Now y minus 2 divided by 2 equal to x minus 6 divided by minus 8. Now cancelling these two, 1 here 4, cross multiply it, we have 4 minus 4y plus 8 equal to x minus 6, 1x minus 6. Here 1 we have, cross multiply x minus 6. Now bringing one side, x plus 4y minus 8 minus 6 is equal to 0. So x plus 4y minus 14 equal to 0 is the required equation of the median passes through A. Second case, find altitude through A. Which is altitude? Now AD is altitude. Previously we have calculated AM, that is connecting the midpoint to A. Now this is AD, that is perpendicular only. Perpendicular means slope of BC. Should find a slope of BC, that is equal to y2 minus y1 by y2 minus y1, 9 minus of minus 1 by x2 minus x1, 1 minus of minus 5, that is equal to 10 by 6 equal to 5 by 3. This is M. This is known as M equal to 5 by 3. This is slope of BC. Now altitude means perpendicular to BC. So perpendicular slope, calculate perpendicular slope. Perpendicular slope of BC, that is equal to minus 1 by M equal to, reciprocally change the sign, minus 3 by 5, and then take this point as x1 comma y1 and use the formula equation of altitude AD is y minus y1 equal to minus 1 by m into x minus x1. Here y minus y1 is 2 minus 1 by m minus 3 by 5 x minus 6. Multiply, cross multiply this 5y minus 10 equal to, multiply minus 3x plus 18. Now grouping one side, 3x plus 5y minus 10 minus 18 equal to 0. So 3x plus 5y minus 28 equal to 0 is the required equation of altitude AD. Next exercise 5.3, question number 12, based on intercepts. Equation of line in intercept form, x by a plus y by b equal to 1, where a is x intercept and b is y intercept. Given question number 12, subdivision number 1, x intercept a equal to 4 and y intercept b equal to minus 6. Just substitute in this equation x by a plus y by b equal to 1, x by 4 plus y by minus 6 is equal to 1, cross multiply minus 6x plus 4y by minus 24 equal to 1, cross multiply this one, minus 6x plus 4y equal to minus 24, grouping one side, 6x minus 4y minus 24 equal to 0, divide all the terms by 3, 2, 3x minus 2y minus 12 equal to 0 is the required equation. This is very important 2-mark question. Just substitute a and b in the equation, then cross multiply and then simplify this, minus 6x plus 4y by minus 24, cross multiply minus 24 right side, then we will have minus 6 is 4y equal to minus 24, and then grouping one side, 6x minus 4y minus 24 equal to 0, all are divisible by 2, divided, you will get 3x minus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. In the second subdivision, given a equal to minus 5 and b equal to, y intercept b equal to 3 by 4. Substitute in it, x by a plus y by b equal to 1. Then x by minus 5 plus y by 3 by 4 equal to 1. Then minus x by 5 plus this 4 multiply with the numerator 4y by 3 equal to 1. Now cross multiply minus 3x plus 20y divided by 15 equal to 1. Minus 3x plus 20y equal to 15. Now changing its sign, 3x minus 20y equal to minus 15. So 3x minus 20y minus 15 equal to 0 is the equation of the line. Question number 12 and 13 are very important, 2 marks. Repeatedly these questions appeared in the board exams. So you should give more care on these questions for 2 marks. To find x-intercept and y-intercept when the given when a line is given. That means to get x-intercept, put y equal to 0 in the given equation. To get y-intercept, put x is equal to 0 in the given equation. So put x is equal to 0 first. If x is 0, the total value becomes 0. Therefore, which implies minus 2y minus 6 is equal to 0. Minus 2y equal to 6, which implies y equal to 6 by minus 2 equal to minus 3. And put y equal to 0 now. Y 0 means the value becomes 0, which implies 3x minus 6 is equal to 0. 3x is equal to 6, which implies x is equal to 2. Therefore, x is equal to 0 implies y-intercept. The y value is y-intercept, x value is x-intercept. Therefore, x-intercept equal to 2 and y-intercept equal to minus 3. Similar here, x is equal to 0 implies 3y plus 12 equal to 0. 3y equal to minus 12, which implies y equal to minus 4. Minus 12 divided by 3. Y equal to 0 implies 4x plus 12 equal to 0. 4x is equal to minus 12, which implies x is equal to minus 12 by 4 equal to minus 3. Therefore, x-intercept equal to minus 3, y-intercept equal to 4.
Minus 4 there, sir.
Minus 4. Question number 14. Given the required line passes through 1, minus 4 and have intercepts on x-axis 2 times and the ratios are 2 times and 5 times. X and y axis are 2 and 5 times. So the ratio are 2:5 passing through 1, minus 4. Let the intercepts be a and b. Let the intercepts of x-intercept is a and y-intercept be b. So a is 2 times some constant value 2x and bb given it is ratio, so take it as 2t and 5t. Now substituting in it, we have x by 2t plus y by 5t equal to 1. Given it passes through 1, 4, so instead xy substitute 1 minus 4. 1, minus 4 passes through. So x is 1 by 2t and y is minus 4 by 5t equal to 1. Now cross multiply this, we'll get 5t minus 8t by 10t square equal to 1. Now simplifying, we have minus 3t by 10t square equal to 1, minus 3t equal to 10t square. Now minus 3t minus 3 by 10 equal to t square by t, that is equal to t. So t equal to minus 3 by 10. Now substitute the value of t in a and b. a equal to 2t, so 2 into minus 3 by 10, cancelling these two, minus 3 by 5, a equal to minus 3 by 5. So x-intercept minus 3 by 5, and substituting in b equal to 5t, 5 into minus 3 by 10, cancelling minus 3 by 2, so b equal to minus 3 by 2. Therefore the equation is x by a plus y by b equal to 1. So x by minus 3 by 5 plus y by minus 3 by 2 equal to 1, which implies 5x by 3 minus 3 and 2y by minus 3 equal to 1. Both have equal denominator, which implies 5x plus 2y by minus 3 equal to 1. Therefore 5x plus 2y equal to minus 3 is the required answer, or 5x plus 2y plus 3 equal to 0. You can write any of the way. Next, second subdivision in question number 14. Formula used here, x by a plus y by b equal to an intercept form. The required line passes through minus 8 comma 4 and making equal intercepts on the coordinate axis. Both x and y axis it makes equal intercept. So given the intercepts are equal, so a equal to b or b equal to a, you can take anyone, a equal to b or b equal to a. So the intercept form is x by a plus y by b equal to 1. In that, take b equal to a or a equal to b, which implies x by a plus y by a equal to 1. I am substituting b is also a. Both are equal. So the intercepts are a or b. Now I am taking both a, which will be x plus y by a equal to 1, and simplifying x plus y equal to a. Let it be equation 1. Given it passes through minus 8 comma 4. Given 1 passes through 8 comma 4. Substituting in it, so 1 implies 8 plus 4 equal to a, for a equal to 12. Therefore substituting in 1 again, the required equation is x plus y equal to 12. Okay. Question number 11. Formula used is here midpoint. Formula used here is midpoint formula, x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Here the given parallelogram, there are 4 points. In it the d coordinate is unknown, x1 comma x comma y. A is 2 comma 2, b minus 2 comma minus 3, and c 1 comma minus 3, dx comma y. In the parallelogram, midpoint of the diagonal AC is equal to midpoint of diagonal BD. Midpoint of the diagonal are equal because diagonals bisect each other. In that case, midpoint of diagonal AC is equal to midpoint of diagonal BD. So calculate midpoint of AC, x1 plus x2 by 2, 2 plus 1 by 2, and 2 minus 3 by 2. Then midpoint of BD, x minus 2 by 2, then y minus 3 by 2. Now these are equal points, so equating the corresponding values, simplifying this 3 by 2, here minus 1 by 2, here x minus 2 by 2, y minus 3 by 2, no change. Equating the values x to x, 3 by 2 equal to x minus 2 by 2, and minus 1 by 2 equal to y minus 3 by 2. Cancelling these two, now 3, this minus 2 on the left side plus 2 equal to x, therefore x is equal to 5. And here cancelling these two, minus 1, this minus 3 on the left side plus 3 equal to y, which implies y equal to 2. Therefore the fourth coordinate x comma y equal to 5 comma 2. Slope of LM, take L and M, y2 minus yn by x2 minus x1, 12 minus 5 by 9 minus 0, simplifying 7 by 9 equal to m1. For mn, take these 2 points, x1 y1, x2 y2, y2 minus y1 14 minus 12 divided by x2 minus x1 3 minus 9. Simplify, we have 2 by minus 6 is equal to minus 1 by 3. And slope of ln, for L and n, this is x1 y1, another one is x2 y2. y2 minus y1 14 minus 5 divided by x2 minus x1 3 minus 0, that is equal to 9 by 3, that is equal to 3. Look at slope of mn and ln. Now slope of ln, look at slope of mn and ln. This is minus 1 by 3, this one is 3. Multiply this, minus 1 by 3 into 3 equal to minus 1. So this is m2. m2 into m3 equal to minus 1 by 3 into 3, which is equal to minus 1. This means m2 into m3 equal to minus 1 implies triangle LMN is right triangle, that is right angle triangle, because product of the slopes is equal to minus 1. The sides containing angle 90 degree, therefore LMN is right angle triangle. LMN is right angle triangle. And the vertex appears in both is n, which implies angle n equal to 90 degree. Therefore triangle LMN is right triangle. Here we should prove, we check it by method of Pythagoras theorem. For Pythagoras theorem, here we will draw a particular triangle. Angle n is 90 degree, so put n here. This is 90 degree, and then take 2 points, different points, L here or M here or L here or M here. Now we should find by Pythagoras theorem mn square plus nl square equal to ml square. We should find the values and we should check it. Now mn square equal to take m and n. M is 9, 12 and n is 3, 14 and L is 0, 5. Mn square equal to x1 minus x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. That is take m and n, y2 minus y1 14 minus x2 minus x1 3 minus 9 whole square plus y2 minus y1 14 minus 12 whole square, that is equal to here 3 minus 9 minus 6 square plus 14 minus 2 12 2 square, which will be equal to 36 plus 4 equal to 40. So mn square equal to 40. Then nl square or ln square, take n and l, substitute the same formula, x2 minus x1 whole square 0 minus 3 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square 5 minus 14 whole square. This is equal to 3 square 9 plus 5 minus 14 minus 9 square equal to 9 plus 9 square 81 equal to 90. Now we should add these two values, mn square plus nl square equal to 90 plus 40 equal to 130. So we should show this value will be equal to ml square. Now calculate ml square. Take m and l, apply the formula x2 minus x1 whole square, m and l, this is x1 y1, another one is x2 y2, or take this one as x1 y1, this one is x2 y2, substitute the formula x2 minus x1 whole square 0 minus 9 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square 5 minus 12 whole square. This is equal to 9 square plus of 5 minus 12 minus 7 square equal to 81 plus 49, that is equal to 130. Therefore mn square plus nl square equal to ml square. Hence Pythagoras theorem verified. Pythagoras theorem verified.
Satisfied.
Satisfied or verified?